Hey Libra, I am your astrologer Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here's your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, March 19th to Sunday, March 25th, 2018. Now before I get started, I just wanted to let you all know that I do have a Mercury retrograde webinar coming up this Thursday, March 22nd at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. All right, in it, I'm going to talk about what's going on this retrograde period, the most important dates, what it's all about. Okay, to me, what's going on with this Mercury retrograde is that we are becoming a new person, stepping into a new identity that we've been working out for quite some time. Especially now that Saturn has left Sagittarius and Mars has left Sagittarius too, okay? And now that we are becoming some new person, moving forward on some new identity that's been going on, now we have to adjust our mindset. We have to adjust the way that we think about our life, about who we are, adjust the way that we do things so that we're doing things by a new set of rules and not by this old set of rules, not by this old person we used to be that no longer exists, all right? So that's what we're going to be talking about this Thursday. If you are interested in joining that, please sign up at the link down below in my description box, and I really hope to see you all there. Now, what's going on, Libra? This week for you is we've got the Sun and Chiron conjunct at the very last degrees of Pisces at the very beginning of this week on Monday and Tuesday. And that for you is your 6th house of your job and also of your daily routines. So what you're trying to figure out, I think, is what's going on with your job, what's going on with your daily routines, how maybe you can start to live a job or a daily routine that you just feel more comfortable with on the inside in some way. I think that's what you're trying to work out. Could have been a little bit uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie, the past few weeks, months or so with Chiron being here, also in your 6th house, maybe feeling like you just never can have the job or the daily routines that you want. Things are busy, things are crazy, you're doing things you don't want to do. But I think what you're trying to figure out, especially at the new moon last week into this week, is how you can come into new chapters with your job and daily routine so that you can start to feel better about it or overcome some of the things that have been holding you down. I think the reason why you're trying to overcome some of these hard things about your job or about your daily routines is so that you can start to work better with the other people in your life, make relationships and partnerships with people, and sign some contracts in a way that really can help you get your life in order. That's because after the Sun makes this conjunction to Chiron on Monday and Tuesday, it's then going to leave Pisces and move into Aries on Wednesday. And Aries for you rules your 7th house of partnerships and relationships, normally of the one-on-one variety. Can also be you signing a contract, or it can also just be like a friend you're close to if it's not a marriage partner or a business partner, something along those lines. And I think what you're trying to figure out at the very beginning of this week is what is going on with my job, what's going on with my daily routines, so that I can then sign some contracts, work with people better, have relationships more, I think, that really resonate with you and that really can help you do some things you need. All right. I don't think that this is entirely new. I actually think you've been thinking about your relationships and your partnerships for quite some time. That's because we have had, and we continue to have this week, Mercury and Venus here in a conjunction in your 7th house of relationships. So while you're trying to figure out your job and what's going on with your daily routines, I think you've been thinking here about, okay, what's going on with my job? And if I can just get my job in order, then who am I going to partner with? What kind of relationships that it is that's going on? With Venus in this conjunction with Mercury, maybe you've been thinking and talking a lot as well about money. How do you share money with other people in your life? How do you get money from your relationships? Maybe also been thinking about what relationships you really value, what people you really want to connect with, and in what way. All right, and I think that's what's going on, especially at the beginning of this week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Just trying to figure out who you need in your life, how you can share money with them, and how you can partner with people to help you better on your job and to help you better on the day-to-day and in your daily routines, okay? After you've been thinking about all of this stuff for most of the week, I think on the weekend, Friday, is when the action starts to step in and when you start to do things based on these things that you've been thinking about earlier. Okay, that's because on Friday, we do have the Sun, right as it moved into Aries, in your 7th house, make a square over here to Mars, right as it moved into Capricorn, which rules your 4th house of home and of family. Okay, so I think what's going on is that towards the end of the week, after you've been thinking about a lot about your relationships, then the question becomes on Friday, how do I start to build on these relationships? How do I start to build a foundation moving forward with these people that are now in my life or that I'm now beginning to work with? I think the question also becomes, right, how do I feel more comfortable with these relationships in some way? How do I adjust my emotional perspective to make room for another person coming in? What else could be a thing? Maybe as well having to work with your home and family. Now that you've got other commitments in life to other people and to other things, how can you work better with your home, work better with your family so that they can understand now what's going on with you, where your relationships are, and what other things you need to do. All right, so that can be a thing that starts to come in here at the end of the week that you then start to act on and to start to do things with to understand better. You start to work with people, ideally in a way that hopefully you could feel much better with on the inside. All right, while that's going on this weekend, we also do have Venus, also in Aries, making a square over here to Pluto in your 4th house of home and family as well. So as you're starting to do things with other people to hopefully integrate more people into your life, feel more comfortable with your relationships, with your home and family, moving forward, I think maybe you realize now that I'm moving forward, there's some more changes I need to make. Some more changes I need to make to my home and family so that they understand what's going on. Maybe a move home, change your home life. Change your relationship with a family member. Maybe you realize in order for me to feel better moving forward on these relationships, I need to change my emotional states. I need to change the way I feel emotionally about my life so that I can make room for someone else. Maybe you also realize you need to change your plan and the way that you were building on something so far as well to bring other people in. So those are some things that could be going on this week that you're trying to work out. Okay, and really trying to figure out, okay, how can I make space for new people in my life in a way that works, in a way that can help me moving forward. As that's going on Saturday, we also have Mercury going retrograde in this spot in your 7th house of partnerships, really helping you to make sure, not that you're just bringing people into your life, but that you're bringing them into your life in a way that that really works for you, that you're bringing people into your life in a way where they get you, in a way where they understand who you are. I think you're also trying to make sure that you have, people in your life, right, that are good for you. I think maybe you're also trying to do things differently with the people in your life in some way. Maybe trying to figure out how exactly, now that more people are coming into your life, who you are now that you have these relationships that you didn't have before, and how you can do things differently maybe with them to support some of the changes that have gone on lately in your job, in your daily routines, and what it is that you've been experiencing. All right, so that's what I see going on for you this week. Now for your card, Libra, we do have the 2 of Swords reversed. Okay, normally when this card is upright, I see this being a lot about choices, having a choice to make, and maybe not wanting to make the choice. Maybe it's a hard choice. You have 2 things you like, two people pulling you in different directions. And I think with this card, when it's reversed, says, okay, you got to make the choice here. You can't hide it forever. What this card also says is you got to make the choice that is right for you, okay? If that means you got to upset some people, it means you got to upset some people, even though I know relationships are going to be big for you, okay? If that means that you're stuck in between 2 people over your head, maybe you got to make the decision that's best for you and remove yourself from these 2 people that are, saying different things to you, okay? Could be something like that. But this card is saying you have to make a decision, you have to make a choice, even if it's hard one, to do what's best for you. And if you can do that, I think there's going to be a big opportunity for all of us really coming in to start to move forward, building something in your life that makes you feel more emotionally comfortable, and working with people here to help you create a set of daily routines that you feel much more at home in with those people in your life, okay? And making choices will help you get there. All right, so that's what I've got for you this week, Libra. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like it on YouTube, share it with your friends, sign up for my Mercury retrograde webinar, and I will talk to you later.